Hey there, Aries. Welcome to your reading for the week of August 28th. We're just going to jump right in here, Aries. You start off with this Mask card and this Defender card as well. So you could be trying to defend yourself. I feel like, I would be careful of a past person here, is what I would say. I get these vibes of like a person who's trying to make you look crazy, but they're the one that's crazy or something like that. So, again, if you have a person like that in your life or like a person you think could do that, then I would definitely, put up some boundaries. You have this Defender card. You also have the Seven of Wands. I also feel that some of you are feeling like you do have to defend yourself, like your ideas or your plans for where you're going in life. And, this could be from people that you care about. Again, I'm cheating a little bit. This comes up for you a lot, Aries, and it is, kind of like part of your astrology, I believe, at this time, is that, you could have a lot of like big dreams, goals, or you could be having ideas that would take you away from certain people in your life. Of course, maybe not permanently, but, you could, if you're like moving, for example, then that could take you away from people. If you're quitting a job, then that could take you away from your boss or something like that. So, I get this energy of needing to only care about yourself with the Seven of Wands. I'm giving you permission to be selfish. I am telling you that you should be selfish at this time. I feel like you should, care about yourself and, all that other good stuff, right? Because maybe some of you feel like you've been wearing a mask, not like as in you've been lying or anything like that, but maybe you've like had a job where it doesn't align with who you are. Or maybe you've been in a relationship where it's kind of like you're wearing a mask, where you don't feel like you can be who you truly want to be. And that's like what's changing here in this reading, or at least that's what I feel that you want to change in this reading, is what I would say. You have the Five of Cups, the Seven of Wands, and the Four of Cups. I really feel it's very important for you to like stick up for yourself at this time, for sure. You have the Seven of Wands, and the Seven of Wands is a card where he's defending his position at the top of this hill, but he knows that he should be up there. So I feel for a lot of you, again, your challenge this week is other people. It doesn't even look like that big of a deal, but again, it could come up. And other people telling you like, oh, don't leave this person, or oh, don't do this, don't do that. And I feel like your job is to just know that you're making the right decisions and whatever it is that you're doing or whatever choices you're making. I feel like the best thing you can do is not defend your decisions. Just make the decision, right? It's like no one, it's like sometimes we think we have to defend ourselves or whatever, but it's like no one can, if you're an adult, no one can stop you from doing anything for the most part. So, I feel like this is saying don't even defend it. Just do it. Like whatever you're thinking about doing. You have the Four of Cups here. Again, I feel that we have all experienced disappointments. So, it's almost like we're in a time of disappointments. But it's like there could be an opportunity here that's not going to be disappointing. Sorry, I didn't want to do that. Going up through this way. It's like you can see this hand reaching out with this cup going to the World and the Ace of Pentacles. So there could be like a very solid opportunity coming in for you. Something that, has a lot of growth potential. We'll have to see what that is when we get to the Ace of Pentacles. Again, I do feel for some of you, this could be like a work or business change. And again, the person that you're upsetting is maybe like a boss or people you work with, or if you're like moving or something like that, you could be upsetting people in your life as well. You have the Five of Cups, sorry. And the Five of Cups is a card of regrets, but, he has these two cups behind him, which lead to this bridge in this castle. So it's like, where, I think what you could be grieving the loss as well. It's like one of those things where, maybe it's like if you're leaving a person, for example, to move, you could be worried that you will have regrets. But at the same time, it's like maybe there are certain things that you need to experience in your life. And it's like maybe this person, if you're leaving a person, for example, isn't on board. Same thing with a job or a business. It's like there's probably bigger and better things for you to do. And you might worry that you're going to have regrets, but I really don't think you will. Especially if you put the work in with the Ace of Pentacles. So let's see what is going on here in this reading for you. With the Five of Cups, you have the Ace of Pentacles. Yes, I'm telling you right now, this is definitely a very good offer, and there's definitely something new coming in for you here. It looks like a new offer. For a lot of you, I do feel it's like a work or a business offer. It could be you starting your own business as well. For others, it could be, it could be a love offer as well. With the Seven of Wands, you have the King of Wands, being bold, being assertive, having the vision. I think this is part of your challenge for sure, is that you could be having these like very visionary ideas right now, Aries, for your future, like these very big ideas. And the King of Wands is your card. He is Aries, and he is a card of kind of like being confident and really going for what you want. So, again, I think that maybe you are seeing things that other people don't about life or your life, and it's time for you to double down on whatever those things are. With the Four of Cups, you have the Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords is like a never-ending nightmare. And again, I feel like this is what you are fearing, is that if you do something again or enter into a situation again, that it's just, that you're just never going to actually have your Ace of Pentacles. It's kind of hard to describe, but it's like, I think sometimes we work towards getting something in life, like love, business, whatever, and then we lose whatever that is, right? Maybe we thought we found love, we lose it. We thought we found the business we want or the success we want, and then we lose it. And this happens to like everybody in life, basically. And then we get a new opportunity here, but we start thinking about an old opportunity that we lost. So, we have that like fear before we even start something new. I think we can get an opportunity for something new, and then all the fears come up about, oh, what if this runs away from me like the last thing did or whatever. We see it right here. So I kind of feel like this is saying, don't, jump back to those thoughts. Don't, this is something totally new. Next, we are going to look at the unexpected. You have this card that says, think new, see fresh. Yes, literally what I just said. So there you go. You have this card that says, notice the miracles. Yes, I feel like you need to start noticing all the little things that are happening around you. I feel like they're little, happy little accidents, good little things happening around you in your life. And those are the things I would focus on if I were you, because I feel like they are kind of bringing you joy, happiness, abundance, but they could be like little moments. And I feel the universe wants you to expand upon those moments. You have the Seven of Cups, the World, and the Queen of Pentacles. It's funny that you have this closing time card, and I kind of feel like the Seven of Cups is saying, like, okay, you've had enough time to look at all these options that you have in your life, but now it's time to pick one and make it happen. You have the Ace of Pentacles right next to it. So, I feel that it's saying like, okay, the universe has given you time to process information, to think about things that are going on in your life, and now it's time to kind of make a move. Some of you, I'm hearing New York in my head as well for some reason, but there you go. Some of you could be moving to New York, or you could be traveling there as well. You have the World card showing up here, but again, I feel like it's time to make a decision. You have the World card, so definitely some sort of achievement, a big achievement with that Ace of Pentacles coming in for you. And I also feel like you've created something which could be very surprising. If you've created an opportunity, like manifested it kind of into your life, I feel you could be surprised by the fact that you have manifested something. And you have the Queen of Pentacles, which is the card of resourcefulness, of course. Everybody gets a Queen of Pentacles nowadays, and we are just in a time where I believe we have to be resourceful. If we want to do something, we probably aren't going to have what we need, and, we have to find a way to do it anyway, basically. So that is like the challenge from the universe right now, is that even if you don't have the resources that you think you might need, or whatever you want to say, you have to find a way to do it anyway. And that could be going on here. You go Death card to the Eight of Cups going this way as well. So, for some of you, I feel like you have, maybe you're in a situation where there is no growth of your resources. And again, that's kind of like the first thing that gave me a clue in your reading, that some of you are either, kind of making changes in your business or career, or you are looking to make changes in your business or career. You don't even have to leave your job. You might just be, asking for a raise. You might be doing new things in your business so you can make more money. And I feel like this comes up for you a lot. So if you haven't done it yet, I would. It looks like you could be making more money. With the Seven of Cups, you have the Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune is about taking control of your destiny. I mean, the Wheel of Fortune is your destiny. It's your personal vision for your life. And, I kind of feel like you're a little bit, it's almost like your destiny is unstoppable at this time. Like, I feel like you are on this journey right here. You see this guy right here on the Eight of Cups. He's wearing red, and for some reason, I don't know, in your reading, I feel like this is you walking away from things very confidently. It's almost like you are setting a vision. It's like you're setting a course in your life, is the feeling I get here, and you're just going for it. So good for you. This looks very good, Aries. And I'm just throwing cards. With the World, you have the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, anything you can do, if you do have supportive people in your life here, and we have the Three of Pentacles again over here, I definitely feel it would be a great time to get help from people that can help you, a great time to ask for help as well. I also feel that if you are doing something new here, that in work or business, it's something that's going to get a lot of attention. Again, Three of Pentacles is a card of quality work, and it can represent you getting a lot of attention for work that you've already done. With the Queen of Pentacles, you have the Magician. What did I say? I've literally said that you are kind of like, you will be surprised by what you have manifested, and you have the Magician, which is the card of manifesting. So, I think it's time for you to surprise yourself. I think it's time for you to do something that, could surprise yourself. But I also feel going this direction here that you could be surprising other people through the changes that you're making. Again, it's weird. You and Pisces get very similar messages. Obviously, you're born right next to each other, but it's just interesting to me that, it seems like you two are making these changes in life where people could be like, what the hell are you doing? But really, what you're doing is like genius. So I would ignore, anyone who doesn't see the vision, which again, I think you have a very clear vision with the Eight of Cups and that King of Wands here. You have this Virgo season. It says slowly moving towards you, take practical steps towards your goals. Yeah, it's like all the little boring stuff is what's going to make you successful. I literally say this all the time that, I would say for like the past 2 years, I've been saying that if you want to be super successful, those tiny little, 1% improvements, it's like the easiest way to success right now. You have this closing time. It says the path is shut. Plans will go unfulfilled. I think this is your past life. I really feel, I'm pretty sure I said this in your last reading, that the universe is asking Aries to level up in some area of their life. So, I would definitely say that if you've been doing the same thing over and over and over again for many years, that it needs an evolution. We even have the Magician, which is the card of the reinvention. So I like to remind people, well, I always say this and people will be like, oh, I love my job. I don't want to quit my job. I'm like, I never said quit your job. So, number one, I would just say it's like you don't have to leave anything. You don't have to quit something or, walk away from a person if you don't want to, right? Especially if it's a good situation. There's no reason to leave, but it's like, can you reinvent the situation in some way? Can you make something better? Can you improve upon it? Can you work towards new goals or have new experiences with whatever it is that you're doing? And again, that's what I mean by like reinvention. Can you kind of like upgrade it in some way? And I just gave you a bunch of examples. So, again, that's what I'd be doing here. I think the universe kind of like wants you to reinvent something, or, it could even just be your perspective on something. You have the Ace of Pentacles, the Death card, and the Two of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles is like a big opportunity here. So I do feel that there could be a big opportunity coming in for you. The funny thing is that I feel like some of you are turning a big opportunity down. And look at this. I can't wait to see what we get with this Eight of Cups, because I'm wondering if some of you, it's like someone in your life could be calling you crazy for turning down an opportunity. But, again, I listen to a lot of success stories. And again, one common thread through all the stories of people who have been super successful is that they, a lot of them have a story of like leaving their job and people saying, you're crazy for leaving this job. But it's like they always leave the job and become like 10 times more successful than they ever would have been at a job. So, again, don't let people call you crazy here, because whatever you're doing might be so crazy that it's going to work really, really well. And I think that's all that matters. We have another card of evolution or reinvention here, the Death card, whatever you want to call it. Transformation. So something is going through a transformation or a change here. There's this Pope looking guy right here, and he kind of represents a change in beliefs. And so, I think that for some of you, there could be a change in beliefs, or you could just be upgrading your beliefs, especially in work or business. I'm hearing like new, an old marketing trick that I learned like years ago is that people want what is new and fresh. They don't want what is old, right? So, if you look at a lot of modern day marketing, or marketing in general, they will always say that like something is new, or, good marketers, I should say. It's like, they'll be like this new idea or this new invention or this new thing. They make it new in some way, right? And, I don't know, that's popping into my head. Maybe some of you, it's like, again, you might not be like quitting your job or anything, but there might be this new approach. And I think the new kind of like coming off as new or fresh is going to be the thing that could make you very successful. You have the Two of Pentacles, more play. Every single person, I think, this week has had Two of Pentacles, and I think that we're in a very, just like a weird time this week, or, for a few weeks. We do have every single planet and its mother practically is in retrograde, so, not every planet, but almost all of them. And, a bunch of them. And, again, it could just be a weird time. We could be feeling pressure during all these retrogrades. It's like maybe you're not making as much money as you want or something. And I feel that when that happens, people try to hold on tight to their money or, whatever they don't have. And I feel like this Two of Pentacles is saying, like, don't get so tight that you are like not able to grab onto anything else. Again, whenever I find myself doing that in life, I always like go for a walk. Eight of Cups, right? He's literally walking. So I always go for a walk, or I always go do something with my energy so that I'm not like trying to hold on to something. I find that like, again, that holding on to something energy is the quickest way to lose something that you actually want. With the Ace of Pentacles, you have the Star. The Star is, comes up for everyone. Pluto and Aquarius next year, all about having a North Star. I do feel like there's like some sort of wish fulfillment coming in for you here. So it looks really good. But, the funny thing is that the Star is about believing that something is possible for you. So it's almost like you could be walking away from an Ace of Pentacles and you're walking towards like a much bigger dream. That's only going to be for some of you. For others of you, I feel like you're just getting a big opportunity. With the Death card, you have the Two of Cups. Yep, I got this feeling of some of you maybe leaving a relationship or walking away from one. I kind of feel this has already happened for most of you. And again, maybe it's like one of those things where a person, it's, I don't know why it's popping into my head this way, but it's like, a person who just isn't, I don't know if they weren't flexible or you're just not, just don't want to have the same experiences, right? Let's put it that way. So that could be for some of you. It does look to me like you could be attracting a new person. Definitely could be an Aquarius that is coming in for you here. With the Two of Pentacles, you have the World. Love it. Yes, definitely. Having the World twice is good. This could be like a major achievement that you've been hoping for a long time. Next, in the area of messages from your future self, you have this card that says, be careful, proceed with caution. You have this pearl. It says, uncovering lost wisdom, hidden knowledge. I think you're getting back to who you truly are. It's like you're kind of like getting back to this place where you're really enjoying yourself or you're focused on enjoying yourself. I feel that we are in a time of darkness. You have that Eight of Cups there. He's walking into darkness. He's choosing to walk away from those 8 cups because he's no longer fulfilled in a situation, which, the whole entire story here, very simple reading. It's been all about you potentially walking away from something that no longer fulfills you. But what I would say is that, I feel like you're kind of looking for something bigger. I would just take small steps and, make those 1% improvements. I also am getting like, if something doesn't work out right away with the Three of Pentacles and the Five of Wands, I feel like your future self is saying, don't give up. Don't just like give up on something that you're just starting. So let's say you're making a change or, looking to improve your business or your career. I feel like this is saying like maybe the first couple of things you try don't work, but I kind of feel the Three of Pentacles is saying, in the Five of Wands is just saying like you haven't figured it out yet. So, keep walking forward, keep making those 1% improvements. And I feel like you'll get there faster than you even realize. For others, I feel like you're realizing, it's like you're looking for satisfaction. I have the word satisfaction popping into my head. There, we're going to have to look into that. You have the Three of Pentacles. Again, he would be satisfied, the Three of Pentacles. He's done a great job. And he's gone above and beyond with what he has built there. So, again, I feel like a lot of you are kind of looking for the satisfaction, of doing a good job in your life or, receiving the accolades for something that you've done. You have the Five of Wands here, and Five of Wands is a card of conflict and competition. But again, I think that this is saying you might feel like there's conflict or competition for what you're doing, but it doesn't matter. I would just like stay focused on what you are doing, like what's in front of you. I feel that's like far more important. With the Eight of Cups, you have the Hangman. Hangman is enlightenment and understanding your journey. It does seem to be a time of enlightenment. A lot of people have been getting the Hangman. And again, Mercury retrograde, alone, I think, even without all the other retrogrades, it's like Mercury retrograde can actually bring a lot of clarity and enlightenment because we could be revisiting like old ideas or plans that we had in the past, or we could be kind of redoing something that we've been working on for a long time, which actually could bring a lot of clarity. So I almost see that as clarity. With the Three of Pentacles, you have the Two of Pentacles here. Yeah, Two of Pentacles twice. So definitely a time for you to focus on like play or having more fun in your life. And finally, with the Five of Wands, you have the Ten of Wands. Time to let go of burdens. I feel if you've been carrying any heavy burdens or any heavy weights in your life, if anything's been, dragging you down, I feel like you need to make sure to remove those things. Again, I also feel like you need to focus on yourself here. You have this Eye of the Needle card. It says intentionality. Again, very intentional reading. Star, Ace of Pentacles twice, Eight of Cups. I've literally said that at the beginning of the reading, that it's almost like you know exactly where you're going with this Eight of Cups energy, right? And so I feel like the more intentional you are, the more likely it will be that you will be successful. So, focus is clearly important. You have the Five of Swords. Five of Swords to me is like a card of risk taking. This is the good tarot. It's meant to be read positively, but the Five of Swords is kind of like taking a risk. So I feel any risks you're thinking of taking would be a good idea. You have the Serpent here. We see a lot of snake imagery actually in your reading, especially Magician. He normally has a snake around his waist. You have the Wheel of Fortune. There's normally there's like a snake like this that's wavy, that is squiggly, right? On the side of the Wheel of Fortune. So I would say that paying attention to your vibrations is going to be important, making sure you're staying positive. They're also symbols of reinvention. Snakes shed their skin, so you're clearly in a period of reinvention. I also feel that, snakes guard portals, and you have two portal cards here. You have the World twice, which is a portal. In the tarot, we go from the Fool to the World. We start all over again as the World. So in a lot of ways, snakes represent fears. So again, you have to face your fears to cross through a portal. You have to take a risk, putting it all together. So there you go. You have this Call card here. I'm pretty sure, I never remember, but I'm pretty sure this is Judgment in the good tarot. And so, I feel like there could be a wake-up call, that maybe there's a little bit of a fear that you have to overcome. You have the Eight of Cups, again, walking into darkness. And then you have the Emperor. Emperor is you taking control, making something happen. So I feel like it's time for you to, face some sort of fear. But I don't think it's like a fear. I think it's more maybe other people's fears that they're putting on you, like I said earlier. But this is a very good reading. I like where this is going. So thank you for being here, Aries, and definitely enjoy your week.